we are going to be doing a pick a card reading on where should you be going from here. If you've been going through something and you kind of just hit a rough spot, a roadblock, you're not really sure what steps to take or even kind of where you're going, I guess. If you're just kind of stuck in the healing process, this is for you, my friend. Go ahead and pick a pile. We've got pile number 1, 2, and 3. On the left is pile number 1, middle pile number 2, right pile number 3. I'm going to be doing different decks for each one, so I guess pick a pile, pick a deck. Take a moment, pause the video if you need to. The timestamps are going to be in a comment down below. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. So if you chose pile number 1, we've got that bad boy right there. I haven't used this deck too much. This is actually going to be kind of definitely an intuitive reading of sorts. This is not a traditional tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. So we're going to see what we can pull out of this. All right, so first we're just gonna see where you should start. How should you start the process of moving forward? That's as good of a question as any. Let's just shuffle until one pops out. There we go. Ooh, assessing. Okay, so we've got assessing, and that's the first quarter moon. We've got the number 9 right there. So right now, you need to figure out what you're doing. You need to stop and take a moment. You need to rise above the whole thing. What can happen a lot of times when we're in the thick of things and we're surviving is we're not paying attention at all. We're not using our senses. We're not seeing things. We're not listening. It's almost like we're in the dark about it all. So in the dark, just do what she's doing. Pull out your telescope and look, find things. You don't have to find your path necessarily, but you need to just assess what's around you. You need to see what you've got. You need to, okay, like let's say you're in a movie and there's zombies trying to kill you and you're trapped inside of a warehouse. What's the first thing you do? You look around and you see what you've got to work with. So figure out what's in your toolkit. Because you don't even know what you're working with, I bet. You probably don't even know what you have available to you in order to actually figure out where you're going. I feel like you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing and what you're going to move forward to, but we're going to figure it out. What do you need to feel before you can start to let go? What emotions need to be actually fully felt? Beauty. Okay, so you've probably got a lot of self-conscious stuff coming through. Probably some negative belief systems about who you are. We've got change down here on the bottom. Did you have like an ugly duckling syndrome kind of thing when you were younger? Did it maybe take you a bit to grow into who you are? Did you just maybe if that's not even the case, maybe you just feel like you're never beautiful. Maybe you're growing into it. This is the type of beauty where you look at it and it's beautiful. You can tell it's beautiful. It's beautiful at a surface level, but it's so much more than that. The longer you look, the prettier it is. So, I'm still not entire. Oh, that's okay. We got 3 here. Nourishment, resistance, and hunger. Okay. I mean, there's some eating disorder stuff here for some of you that's going to need to be addressed. Definitely that you're relating to your beauty. You need to really feel whatever it is that's making you think for some reason that you're not beautiful. Something's holding you back. And you're not giving your body what it needs. Look, you need to drink more water. You need to eat healthy greens. You need to quit being whatever weird habits you have. Like, okay, eating at midnight, not eating all day, and then having like midnight snacks and stuff. Stop it, okay? Just stop it. So go through, figure out why you feel ugly. Why do you feel ugly on the inside? That's more what this is. I don't think you feel ugly on the outside all the way right now. Maybe you used to, but right now you feel it on the inside. What's influencing you though? Why do you feel like you need to go on? What are you? Realization and fear. Okay, so it's like you're waking up to some shit. It's like one day you were living in this one world. We got a 3 and an 11 here. You were just living in your world. You were living fine. You didn't understand that there was more. And once you realized how much was behind the surface, it's scaring you. It's completely scaring you. But you need to definitely be making sure that the fears that you're letting fuel you, make sure that you're using your fear to your advantage, and you're not just back in that survival mode. Because I mean, we were talking about survival mode earlier, and that's why you need to assess. When we're scared, look, she's not looking around. She's not assessing her situation at all. She's having that realization. So you're having the realization that you need to look around, because when you're scared and you're just kind of keeping your head down and just hoping things will change, things are not going to fucking change at all. Look, it feels safe in here, but outside, look how much chaos is happening. And look at all those crows, those ravens. I'm not sure which they are, because honestly, I don't really know the difference, but I know that there is a difference. So take it as you will, but they're all over the place. And you know what? They're harbingers of change. Is it harbingers or harbinger? I don't know. They bring change, okay? They bring change. It's very transformative energy. And like you have to get out. You know where you're at right now. It's volatile. You know it is. And I'm glad you realized that. I'm really glad you realized that. How can you get some strength though? Because I mean, you've got this fear, so we definitely need to find strength and go from there. Abundance. Okay. Give me one more. Give me one more for getting the strength to figure all this out. And resilience. Okay, abundance and resilience. You've got to believe in yourself. You need to trust that you can do it. You need to know that you can do it, because you are so strong enough. You're absolutely strong enough, and you're protected too. You're safe right now. You are so safe. Okay? When you got so used to living in your isolated little world, the only way that you could keep it up, the only way that you could keep up your appearances was by putting all that gnarly, nasty shit on your back and just trudging the fuck on. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that anymore. All of that though has given you so much strength. Once you take all that stuff off of your back, the muscle that you gained from lugging around all that fear-based bullshit is going to help you go on. There's abundance all around you right now. Everywhere you look, you can find something of value. So just make sure while you're assessing your surroundings, make sure you're assessing all of your blessings too. You've got a lot of gifts that are around you that are going to be helping you out, but you're going to have to be in tune with them. You're going to have to be paying attention to them. The universe is always going to give you signs, always, always, always. But if we're not paying attention, if we're not looking, if our head's down in fear, if we're not assessing, if our eyes are closed, you know, if we're looking away from all of that stuff, it's going to be so easy to miss it. So this stuff comes to you naturally. You attract a lot of good things. Unfortunately, that means you probably attract a lot of bad things too, But like I said, all that bad stuff, you're putting on your back and you're keeping it fucking moving. You're keeping it going. But even out of all that bullshit that's on your back, you're still finding abundance in it. Like, you're still growing, you're still learning, you're still finding the value. So it's not a bad thing. So please don't beat yourself up about the fact that you've been doing that, because that's completely unnecessary. Every step you've taken to get up to this point has been with purpose and with a reason. And just because you can't see it now doesn't mean that it's not there, and doesn't mean that it's not still serving you. Let's see what you really need to be learning from this experience. What is that value that this is meant to be bringing you? Oh, okay. So we've got pleasure, action, self-reflection, and power. Okay. You need to step into your own power. Definitely. This is a lot of damn near full moon energy. Like, the moon's fullish in almost all of these. This is definitely about, you're coming a long way. You're almost there. You're almost there. You need to figure out what you want so that you can actually get it. Like, I don't think you've put yourself first very much. I think that you put other people first before you put yourself first. And I think that you have a very hard time opening up and feeling free from that. So you've really got to take a good long look in the mirror so that you can step into your power. Look, let me tell you this thing that I just heard. I'm obsessed right now with this podcast, Soberish. Jessa Reed is the lady who does it. It started off as an addiction podcast, but now it kind of turned into some like crazy woo-woo bullshit, which is so far up my fucking alley. I love it. And one of the guests on there was talking about staring at a stranger's eyes. And if you stare into a stranger's eyes, I think it's for 4 minutes, you fall like unconditionally in love with them, some crazy stuff like that. But at 2 minutes, you get this deep emotional connection with them. And I had this crazy fucking idea. I had this crazy idea when I was listening to this podcast episode. What if I looked at myself in the mirror for 4 minutes? Or, I mean, not specifically, but like really looked at myself in the mirror, stared and sat with myself and tried to fall in love with myself. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. You need to step into your own power, realize your own pleasure, your own action. You take action. Quit letting other people tell you what to do. You need to do what feels good to you. And the only way you're going to figure out what feels good to you is to think about it, to look at it, to really dig in onto why you feel the way that you feel so that you can take back your power. For some reason, your power has been stripped from you. Whatever made you feel like you weren't good enough, like you weren't pretty, like you weren't beautiful, like you weren't perfect exactly the way that you were, exactly the way that you are, exactly the way that you've always been meant to be, and you've just wanted more. Now's your chance to get more, but you are the more. That's the thing. All of the more is inside of you. Look how much more is inside of this mirror than you see out here. It's so much deeper than you realize it is. You need to work on your heart chakra. Open up your chest. Look at these two poses that these women are in. Their hearts are open. That's a power pose, y'all. That's a fucking power pose. Do that shit in the shower, okay? Do me a favor. When you're in the shower, just stand up and lift your arms up above your head exactly like she's doing, and just stand there and reflect and let the water rush over you and think about what a badass fucking bitch you are, okay? And then just fucking drink it all in. Lay your head back. Do this outside though. Do that one in the shower. Do that one outside. I don't know why, but that's just Just trust me, okay? Just fucking trust me. Do that shit while the wind blows through your hair. Phenomenal. Again, think about what a badass bitch you are. Let's let's figure out where you're supposed to be going. Where do you go from here? Once you let go of all this bullshit and stop being scared to get what you want and do what you want. Whoop. Surrender. Okay. This is going to take you to another spiritual level. If you've been trying to get in touch with your spirituality, if you've been trying to ascend, the universe is definitely going to be working with you. You're going to be really developing a whole new relationship. This feels so ethereal. This feels very ethereal. You may not be a very go with the flowy person right now. You may be a little rigid in the way that you think things need to be, but you're about to learn how to trust and how to surrender and how to expect that unexpected, and just know that everything around you is magical and mystical and just fucking breathtaking. You don't do that right now. You don't just exist in this place of knowing that you're a magical bitch. You don't, but you will. By the end of this, when you do all of these things and you dig down into figuring out, you know, where's this coming from? What do you need to do when you get all this shit out of the way, all the shit that I just talked about that I'm not about to summarize again because I'll just lose track of everything and ruin it and you'll hate me forever, and I don't want that to happen. Once you handle all that shit, you're gonna be a lot more go-y with the flowy, because you're gonna learn. The universe is gonna show you exactly what happens when you trust it, and it's gonna be so beautiful. Okay, that is what I have for you if you chose pile number 1 with this phenomenal deck right here. I appreciate you if this reading resonated. I would love it if you could leave a like, leave a comment letting me know if you feel so compelled to. If you'd like more videos like this, please subscribe and have a phenomenal rest of your day. All right, pile number 2. If y'all chose this bad boy right here, the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, you're in luck. You're just in time for your reading. So, if you're looking to move on, move forward, don't know what to do, don't know where you're going, don't know how to do it, don't know what your repressed emotions about it are, fear not. We're gonna figure it out. First steps first, though, we need to learn how you're going to start the process of moving forward. What are the first steps that we need to be taking here? Oh my God, I just got my nails done today and I can't grab this card off the floor to save my life. The process of moving forward is quite literally gonna be moving forward. You need to find your peace, kind of. You need to find the thing that's fueling you, whatever it is that is warming your cold, dark, depressed ass soul right now. You need to see it so that you can start moving towards it, because I feel like you're already in a space where you are ready to physically move forward. So what makes you happy? What's the thing that when you're feeling down and out, you just fucking gravitate towards? Because I almost feel like you're not gravitating towards it. You're kind of avoiding the thing that makes you happy. Why are you doing that? Why would you possibly do that? You're avoiding it. You're avoiding it for some reason, though. So what do you need to feel? What do you need to feel so that you can actually stop running away? This, at first, I felt like this was a moving forward. Like, where do I go moving forward? How do I move forward? But for you, it feels like running away. I don't know. That was just That was just a feeling. What do you need to feel right now? Because y'all, you got to feel it to heal it. You got to feel it to heal it. Goodness. All right. You are so impatient. You are so very impatient. I almost feel like you need to just sit with it. You need to just be uncomfortable. Does happiness make you uncomfortable? Are you actually okay? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like you're really uncomfortable, even with the concept, the notion, the potential of being and finding happiness. Like, it's just not going to be okay. It's not going to be worth it. It's just going to be a fight. It's going to be bullshit. So why would you even? I need some more on this. You need to sit with yourself, okay? You need to sit with yourself so that you can actually hear your own thoughts and use your own discernment. You are so focused on thinking that everything should be happening, that you need to make it happen, that other people need to make it happen, that you can't just sit there. You refuse to be tied down. You can't. You're restless. You're so very restless, and you need to ground yourself the fuck down, okay? You need to chill the fuck out. You need to retreat inwards, and honestly, just sit with it. You need to sit with the thought of you being happy too. Really if it makes you uncomfortable, if happiness is triggering you, like, that is definitely something that you're going to want to figure out, because let me tell you, my friend, happiness is like pretty fucking cool, and that is definitely something that we all want. I think on some level, but we hold ourselves back from it. What's influencing you in all of this? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You don't trust. You don't trust because shit keeps fucking happening. Bad things keep happening. People keep sneaking around behind your back. You keep trying to manipulate things into working. You just don't believe that the universe, that God, that your higher self, that fate, that pure, uncanny, unrelated to fuck all luck is gonna work out. You think you're just one unlucky son of a bitch because everything keeps crumbling around you. That's definitely something that you're gonna need to work on. Like, that's not... What you believe becomes your reality. So if you're just constantly believing that you're this person that attracts bad luck and attracts bad things, or even deserves it, because, like, if you don't deserve to be happy, then, like, logic would tell me that you feel like maybe you deserve to be unhappy. Even if you haven't, like, completely articulated that, that's along the lines of it all. But you're strong, and I know you're strong, and I know you can fucking do this. This is not your first rodeo. This is not the first time that you've been stuck and you've been having this issue. It's not. So what's the strength that you have that's going to get you through it? Got the Seven of Wands reversed and the Hangman. You don't see things the way that other people see them at all. I need one more because I'm onto it, but I'm not interested. So we've got 2 sevens. So I don't know why you don't trust the universe when there's I feel like you're intensely lucky. You are super duper lucky. Things unexpected or unlucky, I guess conversely, things happen around you. And maybe that's why, because maybe that's why you're so restless, is because you are so used to things just happening around you and kind of just like clicking in, and they're not right now. They're not. But you can see it. If you just take a moment and look at things, you can figure out what's going on. You're such a smart person. You are such a smart person, but you're being clouded by these weird limiting belief systems. You don't need to do that. You thrive well in chaos. That I'll give you that. You absolutely thrive well in chaos. But there comes a time when you need to just sit for a moment, and instead of, defending and fighting off and being so combative, you need to just like chill for a moment. I don't know. That's what I feel. Let's figure out what you actually need to learn instead of just this weird shit that I feel. What lesson is the universe kind of trying to teach you through all of this? Okay, we've got the King of Rods and the Queen of Rods that came out together. You need to, this could be a couple things, okay? So you either need to learn on how to balance your masculine and feminine. This could be, you need to be working with your partner better. The two of you may not be seeing eye to eye. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're trying to find this happiness, but your partner doesn't see it the same way that you see it. And you're kind of sacrificing that for them. Or maybe it's a part of you. Maybe the happiness that you won't let yourself go to, maybe it's because, you're looking at this other thing, which is also good. It's just not giving you all that joy and fulfillment you want. But either way, you definitely need to come at things. You need to come at things in a balanced way from all angles. You really need to work with yourself in being this balanced masculine and feminine energy. You need to feel shit out. You need to put in the work. You need to use some discernment about things before you do it. You need to make sure that you're not getting stuck in your feels. You need to make sure that you're not getting overwhelmed because you're taking too much on. Just do the thing. Do the thing with your partner. Do the thing together. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of weird messages with that. Let me pull some more cards. Maybe it'll specify it down. This is about being impatient again, too. You just need to trust and be patient, too. Sit with yourself. Quit trying to pull yourself in so many different directions. You need to get your whole self on the same page with yourself. Yes, that's what you need to do. I was about to move on to where you're going. So I'm not sure if that's for that or if that just came out. But we've got the Three of Cups there and the Eight of Cups there. So if it's been hard up until this point, it's not gonna be too hard moving forward. The Eight of Cups can be a little heavy, but it's not that bad, honestly. It's because when you're leaving behind all this shit, it's lost its importance. So, it's lost its importance. Okay, you need to do that. You need to lose the importance of whatever this is. You're afraid of, oh shit, okay. You're afraid to be happy because it's just going to be taken away from you. You don't want to move towards your happiness because, that you're just going to get knocked off your fucking high horse. It's just everything's going to come crashing down. Everything's going to get fucked up like it always does. Like you're just going to be sad again, and you don't want to be sad. You want the sun to keep shining, and you need to lose that sun's importance. You are putting whatever your sun is, whatever it is, if it's a person, if it's a career, if it's a situation of whatever, stop putting it on a pedestal. Stop idealizing it. Stop thinking that is the end all be all. Okay, start celebrating where you're at in order to get out of this, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get fucked over any moment now. And to get out of that, start celebrating where you're at. Be thankful for where you're at. Find those blessings around you, and stop giving a fuck about them, honestly. The more you go inwards, the more you go inside of yourself to find the joy and the validation and the happiness and the fulfillment that you're looking for in outside situations, the easier it's going to be to lose the importance of these outer situations, because you're not going to need them to give you validation. You're going to give yourself your own validation. If you're struggling with senses or not feeling worthy, stuff like that, you don't feel worthy, you don't feel important, you just don't feel good. Start doing that inner work. Start really examining these negative belief systems so that you can lose the importance of all these things and have an easy time moving away from it. Because once you don't give a fuck about losing something, once you don't give a shit, once it is irrelevant to your existence, that's when you'll find you can have it whenever you want. Okay? You can have it whenever you want, because it's not such a thing. You're not filled with resistance about it. It's because right now you've got a lot of resistance around it. It's too important to you. It needs to be way less important to you, and I think you need to make you more important to you. And then lastly, let's see where all this is taking us. What's the culmination of this? Where are we going from here? Eight of Pentacles. We got other stuff here. Okay, Strength, Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I got one way over here. And the Knight of Rods. I feel like you're going to come to a fork in the road, actually. Honestly, that's kind of the feeling I'm feeling like. It's and they're both good. They're both fine. One's going to be a hard one. Hang on. Oh, yeah. It doesn't fucking matter. They're both good. Everything's good. If there have been struggles for you and it feels like you can't acclimate home and work and working kids or partner kids or social life work, whatever balance that you're missing in your life, whatever it feels like, things are just splitting off into two, they're not. This is opening you up to choose your path, to figure out where you want to go, and any kind of struggles that you've encountered along the way previously, you're going to have a much easier time navigating through. Things are going to be flowing. That's not how I want it. And it doesn't feel like there's closure. Justice reversed and shit. There's definitely, I don't feel like there's closure now either. Man, Nine of Wands, Justice in reverse. You're not at the end. Here's the thing, like, life is a lot of cycles, okay? We're always going through cycles, and I feel like you're in a really big cycle right now, and you're trying to get to the end of it. You know you're at the end of it. You're not at the end of it right now. I hate to break it to you. You're not at the end of it, but holy fuck, you're close, okay? The way that nines feel to me, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you start over, you get 10, you get 0, whatever. Nines feel like the episode before the season finale in Game of Thrones. If you watched Game of Thrones, the way that it worked, the arc of the seasons historically, at the very end, the episode before the season finale was like, it was the climax shit, okay? That was when shit went down. That was the height of it. That was, okay, you have to go through all this. And then the finale is when everything was tied up into a pretty little bow. Okay? So you're not at the end, but you basically are. So it's not quite the end, but like the end is just the start. That's all that it is. The end is what happens right before things start back over. They get tied into their pretty bows. You can learn your lessons. You can move on. So you're reaching your climax. You're almost there. Work on what we just talked about. Start trusting, my friend. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all bullshit. There's some really cool shit out there too. You just gotta make sure that you feel like you're worth it. Okay? So if that resonated and I didn't lose you with my weird rambling and unrelated thoughts, like the video, leave me a comment, let me know if it resonated. If you feel so compelled, if you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and do that too, so you can get more pick a card readings or zodiac readings, or really whatever the heck I'm doing, but you don't have to. Either way, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right, if you chose pile number 3, this deck of cards right here, you are in the right spot. We are about to get your reading started. This, much like pile 1, is not a traditional tarot deck. This is an oracle deck, so it's going to be a little different than usual, but you know what? I'm here for different. I'm trying. I'm trying new things. That's the only way you get accustomed to new things, is to just fucking try them. So here we are. Let's figure out, let's start at the start, how you should start the process of moving forward. What should we do? Well, we should look at the bigger picture for starters. Full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is fire energy. Ooh. Oh, luck is on your side. Mega Sagittarius energy over here. So Sagittarius is fun, y'all. I feel Sagittarius, to me, it's that happy-go-lucky. It's that person at the party who's like gonna fucking get the party started because they're just so goddamn fun. You know what I mean? Can get on your nerves sometimes, but you know what? Everyone's like that. So for starters, don't be so serious, okay? Don't take yourself so seriously, and don't get caught up in little moments. You definitely, it says here, look at the bigger picture, luck is on your side. If you're focused on the small picture, if you're focused on the little itty bitty insignificant things, you're gonna miss all this beautiful luck that's happening all around you. So yeah, have fun and quit being so serious. Quit being worried about the past or the past or the future. Hone in on the present. Set your sights on it. What do you need? What do you need to feel to heal? What emotions have you not been processing through? What feelings are lingering, not letting you move forward, weighing you down, if you will? Oh, hello. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. Well, a personal issue, I mean, of course, that's a little vague. I'm sure we all have personal issues. If there's something in particular that came to your mind with this full moon in Cancer, if there's a Cancer in your life that victimized you greatly. Sorry about my dogs. Think about that. I'm going to pull some more, though, just in case it's a little too broad. What do you need to feel to heal? Ooh, you need to feel like you are good enough. Definitely. So Sorry. Gracie's thirsty. This is like that Family Guy episode where Brian was drinking from the bowl for like 7 hours. Okay, I think she's done. I'm sorry. I could not even concentrate. Yeah, you need to realize you're good enough. Stop picking yourself apart. You don't have to be perfect for other people to like you. I assure you that you are way harder on yourself than any other people are. Unless, of course, you've got super toxic family members or family, parental trauma that you're trying to heal from. That. I heard mom issues. Like, I feel like you've probably got some mom issues, but like, if you're not good enough for your mom, you're still good enough, okay? It does not matter. If you're not good enough for your dad, you're still good enough. If you're not good for your coach, you're still good enough. If you're not good for your friend that told you you're a sack of shit and you never talk to him again, you're still good enough, okay? Absolutely. So this feeling of unworthiness is definitely standing out. Because whatever happened in your past, in your childhood especially, that made you be so critical of yourself, that can't hold you back anymore. It can't. You can't let it. And you have to sit with it. What I started doing here recently has been journaling. I do EDRM therapy, which helps with repressed memories. So that's been helping me, and it's really been bringing up all this stuff that I'm feeling that I never allowed myself to feel in my childhood. Thank you, Capricorn Moon. But you might benefit from that. You might want to try journaling. You need to get in touch with your inner child for sure. Yes, okay. Your inner child wants to come out, has some shit to say, and like, you need to allow him or her to feel the things that they felt. You need to validate those emotions. That's the thing with your inner child. Like, if you haven't felt things as a kid, if you didn't allow yourself to process through them, if you just immediately assumed that you were the problem and that these things were happening because of you, which is such a normal kid thing to do, but is so not the case most of the time. Most of the time, it's just your parents doing things adults do, not realizing that a kid is going to take it so personally and so deeply to their core. But like, how else could a kid take it? They don't know. They don't have this life experience. They don't know yet. So, and then sometimes when you try to bring that up to people, you get invalidated. So you shove it down. At least that's my experience. So for me, going back and sitting with my inner child and figuring out how she feels has helped. It's validating, because otherwise you feel fucking crazy. You feel like, why am I so fucked up when I had this great childhood? I was fine. Nothing bad happened. Nothing was wrong. I just, again, my mom and dad didn't hug me enough. Whatever it is, like, you need to sit with it. You need to feel it. You need to go backwards for this pile. You need to focus on some inner child stuff. And I'm actually going to be doing a lot of inner child stuff here soon. Me and my inner child, we're trying to get tight. So while I get tight with my inner child, I'm gonna help you get tight with yours. Okay. What's influencing you right now though? What's making all this happen? Why is it happening? What's going on? Let's figure it out. You and your loved ones are safe. Now this is interesting. So we've got the full moon and the new moon in Sagittarius. We've also got the full moon and the new moon in Cancer. So Cancer is water energy. Cancer, a lot of people talk about, whenever people talk about Cancer, it's, oh, they cry a lot. It's more than that though. They're pinchy. Like they're very pinchy, and they're very protective. They're very hoardy. Like, what's mine is mine. Get the fuck away. And that's a lack mentality. That's a poverty mentality. That's a not enough mentality. That's a very unevolved thing. So you don't feel safe. You don't feel safe right now for some reason. You are, though. I mean, you certainly are. But what else is influencing your decision? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do feel safe. Maybe that's why you're choosing to move forward right now, is because you do feel safe. You feel like you're finally at a point in your life where you can focus on these problems and move forward from them and grow from them and all of that. Let's get one more for what's influencing your decision. That's significantly more than one, actually. And I can't even pick them all up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Communication is key. New moon and Gemini. I feel like someone's urging you on. I feel like someone's like, come on, friend, you can do it. I don't know. I feel like that's what's going on, but you definitely want to make sure that you're speaking up. And again, that kind of relates to the journaling too. Or how are you already journaling? Is that what kind of brought you to this whole like healing thing? You kind of realize that you got some bullshit to go on, and maybe, you are safe, you feel safe, but there's still that underneath where you just don't know what it is, but you're ready for more, and you gotta just fucking go, man. I don't know. What's going to propel you along? What's the strength that you're bringing to the table that's going to make this journey that you are going to go on easier? That's a gajillion trillion cards, and I didn't see a one of them. So we're going to keep on shuffling. A quality that you possess that you can draw strength from. Confidence. Okay, we got new moon in Leo now. Leo knows it's a badass bitch, okay? Leo walks into a room, and if people look at Leo doesn't think, oh my God, they're staring at me because, like, I'm not good enough. No, Leo is like, they're staring at me because I'm fucking beautiful, okay? And you've got that in you. You have got it. You've got a lot of negative belief systems that are kind of holding you back. Just fucking think about what you look like right now. You got a little smirk on your face, don't you? Because you know you're the shit, all right? You fucking know you are the shit. What else you got? I feel like because you're the shit, I know you got more in there. What other strengths do you have that are going to help you through this? Other than channeling your inner badassery. A new start is coming. Okay. You might have a lot of cardinal in your chart, I feel. You're a good starter-upper. And you know what? Use it. Do it. Because here's the thing too, when you're confident, people follow you. There's one thing that I learned in sales years ago. If you can say fucking anything. If you say anything with conviction, people will believe you. Confidence. Say it with conviction. Say it with your chest. God, look how many new moons we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new moons and 3 full moons along with the south node. You want to go from the beginning straight to the end. And you need to stop that. You need to stop that right now. You can't go immediately from lead to gold, okay? There's steps in between. There are steps in between And it takes time to go from the beginning to the end, to go from the vision to the conclusion. It's not instant, and you have to do the work that is in between. But here's the thing, like it's going to be quick. Once it starts going, you're so focused on going from A to Z, and you're like, oh my God, going from fucking A to Z, it's going to take forever. That is 20, however fucking many letters are in the alphabet, something letters, okay? And I don't have time for that bullshit. But it doesn't take any time. Look, let's figure out how long it took, or how long, let's figure out how long it takes. Here, look. This is the ABC challenge, officially. I'm going to show you it does not take long to go from A to Z properly. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. What was that? Like 3 seconds? 4 seconds? Tops? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't take long. It does not take long. You can do it. Practice makes perfect. I could probably say it fast. If I said my ABCs all the damn time, do you know how quickly I could say them? How do you think I got so good at that LMNO? Okay? I'm an LMNO fucking champion, because that's the fun part, and I've always thought it's the fun part, and everyone thinks it's the fun part, and we're all good at it because we like it. Learn to like it. Learn to like the process. Learn to like the B through the Y. It's not just about the A to the A and the Z. B and the Y all matter. And like, you get that fucking sweet ass LMNO in there, okay? If you go from A to Z, you miss the LMNO. You don't want that. You do not want that. What can you be learned by going from B to LMNO to Y instead of A to Z? What's the lesson to be learned here for y'all? What do you need to learn? That your hard work is paying off, and it is a time for healing. Okay, so, I mean, B through Y, healing is definitely a part in there. Let's see, no ma'am. No ma'am, we are not doing all those. It's time to take action. You need to take action on your healing. That inner child work, man, I'm telling you. It's time to go ahead and figure out what all this is. Take that journey, that healing journey. For some of you, I feel like you've been thinking about like a retreat or a trip, or even just even just a spa day, but you need to get away and just do it. Trust me, it's so fucking good. And if you can go somewhere by yourself and just sit and decompress and be with yourself and figure out your bullshit alone, do it, okay? Do it. God, 2 more new moons, y'all. Now is the time, okay? Now is the fucking time. Some of you know exactly, like some of you, none of this matters. None of this fucking shit matters. You know exactly what the deal is, and you know where to go from here already. And you need to take this reading and all of these new moons as complete and total validation that it is time for you to do the thing and to take action, to just jump into whatever project that you're looking at and do it. Just go. Balls to the fucking wall, my dude. And where's that going to take you? Where is putting your balls on the wall going to take you? Don't actually put your balls on the wall, though, unless it's your wall, okay? If it's your wall, I don't give a fuck. Put your balls all over that bitch. The answers you need are coming. Okay, well, that's big. But it's a full moon, y'all. It's a full moon. And again, we've got the new moon there too. New moon and full moon for Gemini as well, which is air. A time to give. rather than oh my God, new moon in Virgo, full moon in Virgo. What the fuck, y'all? That's crazy. Man, that's nuts. New moon and full moon in Virgo. So that's one, two, what is that? Three, four sets? Is that four sets? Three sets? I don't know. One, two, three. Oh shit, no. I can't count. One, two, three, four. Four full sets. Okay. Interesting. So, you're going to figure it out. I digress. You're going to figure it out. The answers that you need are going to be coming. I don't think you're supposed to know where you're going next, honestly. This whole a time to give rather than take, especially with how focused that I feel like you've been, how critical you've been on yourself, it's going to be a lot easier for you to not be so critical by giving. You're not going to, I feel like you need to do some charity or something, kind of humble yourself down, because once you gain some perspective and see how hard on yourself compared to other people who actually have it hard, who, not that you don't have it hard, please don't think I'm invalidating you. Of course you have had it hard, but there are other things that people are going through that they're not letting hold them back. And I think you could really draw a lot of inspiration from that. I think that's going to be good for you. Other than that, you're really not supposed to know what's coming next. It's supposed to be a surprise. I don't think you'd want to know what's coming next, honestly. I think you go for the thrill of it all. You don't like the expected. You like the unexpected. I feel like getting one more card. I want one more card for you guys. I don't know why. Give me one, please. Hey, nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, well, that's beautiful. If you worry about starting things up because, okay, yeah, you're worried that if you start down this path right here, then you are going to have to go there. If you start on this path, you're going to have to wind up here. And if you start on this path, then you're stuck going there. And it's not. Here's the thing. You can switch paths whenever you want. You can hop timelines. You can change where you're going. You can change direction. You get to pick wherever the fuck you want to go. Holy shit, y'all. Holy shit. So we've got the new moon and the full moon in Gemini. That's an air sign. Virgo, that's an earth sign. Cancer, that's a water sign. Sagittarius, that's a fire sign. You are the most magical fucking thing. You can go wherever you want to go. The world is your whole entire oyster, okay? The world is your whole oyster. You've really just got to, you've just got to get down into some of that childhood stuff. Just get on in there and figure out where your negative beliefs are actually coming from so you can smooth them out. I don't think you have a lot of problems. Honestly, the whole reason that you think you can go from start to finish like that is because you're so adept at shit. You're so good at things. You're great at doing things. But because you're so good at things also, that has, left you open for self-critique, and you're also scared that you're going to do something so good that you're going to be committed to it. But honestly, you're not committed to shit. You are so fucking mutable. It's not even funny, okay? You can be whatever you want to be, and you can be so balanced. You've got everything enough inside of you that whatever path you pick, you're going to walk down, you're going to march down, and it's going to be exactly in your favor. It's going to be exactly what you want it to be. And honestly, I kind of feel like you're going to have this unique way about you that's going to combine all these different paths that present themselves to you, and you're going to be able to make like this fucking super path. I don't know why. I just feel like you got that big dick super path energy, okay? But that's all I've got for you for pile number 3. I appreciate you watching this. I hope it helped. If it resonated, please give this video a like. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment and tell me about what hit you in the face with resonance, ideally. If you're not already subscribed, do that, and you can have more of these as I get more and more consistent. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an excellent rest of your day.